Serving the world with safe and sustainable and comfortable mobility, this may sound very bold, very ambitious, but I think it's a purpose we can all be proud of. Our teams, our company, even our whole industry. Having said that, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be back in Brussels. On behalf of Daimler Buses, I'd like to welcome you all to our press conference here at the stand. Thank you for finding the time. Now, let's have a brief look at our agenda for the next half hour. We'll start with a brief business update, and then we'll focus on our product news, including, of course, our brand new electric interurban bus, the Mercedes-Benz eIntouro. We also have some service news in stock for you that will be provided, just like a deep dive on our eIntouro, by my colleague Mirko Sgodda. And finally, I'd like to shine a light on the next steps towards e-mobility and what's needed to be done in this context by our industry and policy makers alike. Ladies and gentlemen, I know your schedule is tight, so let's get really straight to it, starting with a brief look at our business. In most of our core markets, demand keeps growing, and so do our sales. We have seen a plus of 8% in the first half of 2025 compared to 2024. Demand is also strong for our electric models. In total, since launching our electric city bus in 2018, we have delivered more than 3,000 units to our customers. Our most recent orders include contracts of up to 300 units with operators in France, in Spain, Slovenia, and we have also won tenders in Germany, for example, in Munich and in Hamburg. We're currently expanding our production capacities to cater for this growing demand. For example, we're currently investing a sum in the 2-digit million range in our plant in Ligny, France. And this includes both manufacturing lines, conventional and electric buses. Now, let's focus on our product news. In our city segment, the electrification of our model family is basically completed. We can offer our customers a range of vehicles to cover virtually all relevant use cases. And the vehicles have proven themselves in daily operation. Many operators have reported to us that the eIntouro delivers outstanding availability, close to 100% and on par with diesel. And also, with our dedicated e-services, we're successfully supporting both the setup and the management of electric fleets and depots. Now, we're working on regular improvements as well. This includes, for example, our next battery generation, the NMC4, which will be introduced early next year. Thus, in our view, the transformation in the city segment is well underway. We've got the right products and services ready at the right time. Going forward, we plan to repeat this approach in the electric interurban segment as well. Once again, our priority is not being first. It's offering a reliable package of vehicles and services that makes the transformation smooth, practical, and affordable for our customers. So today, we're going to introduce this package to you. The vehicle, the charging solutions, and the digital services. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the very first electric interurban bus of Daimler Buses. Let's welcome the series model of our brand new Mercedes-Benz eIntouro. As you can see, since giving a first glimpse of this bus last November, we added a few finishing touches to its exterior. We have also put it through really harsh tests, all tests necessary. This included extensive tests, some at the Arctic Circle at over -30 degrees, some in the hot summer conditions of Southern Europe. It also included customer tests. In April, our long-term customer Eurobus took the eIntouro on a test drive of approximately 380 kilometers from Swiss Wassersdorf to the Europa Park in Rust in Germany and back. And we were glad to hear from the passengers aboard, team members of Eurobus and Europa Park, that they really enjoyed the silent and comfortable journey and ride. So the point I want to make is simple. We have put great efforts in making sure this electric bus lives up to our customers' expectations of the regular Intouro in every regard. Reliability, safety, comfort, versatility, and most importantly, range. Our customers can put this bus to work with confidence, no range anxiety, and in fact, our new Intouro, eIntouro, easily covers the broad range of interurban use cases, getting students to school, connecting rural areas to cities, moving employees across factory sites, and even taking groups on day trips. We'll start our first deliveries in the second half of 2026. And of course, we'll be offering our dedicated e-services for this new bus as well. Mirko Sgodda will share more details on that in a few minutes, along with everything else you should know about our new Mercedes-Benz eIntouro. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come pretty far on our e-roadmap and the roadmap to e-mobility. Today, we offer electric buses for city routes, intercity connections, and short distance travel. Now, one more task is left, and that's long distance travel with coaches. And you know what long distance means. Being on the road for thousands of kilometers, carrying a lot of luggage, and ensuring maximum comfort for every passenger. Our plan is to build an electric coach that delivers precisely that. An electric vehicle our customers can use just like a conventional one at daily operations, without compromises in the cabin, and with a reliable long-distance range. Now, to cover every distance our customers need, we'll stick to our dual strategy of offering both battery electric and hydrogen models. These days, we are testing a hydrogen drivetrain in a technology carrier on public roads. It still looks like a regular Setra, yet it comes with a real different heart and vein. The fuel cell is, of course, from Daimler Trucks and Volvo Group's joint venture Cellcentric. And we're also working on the first battery electric model. It will benefit from shared components with other e-buses and e-trucks. And by 2030, first models will be available. Hydrogen models will follow. So we'll stick to our strategy once more. We'll have the right products and services ready at the right time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to the topic of functioning markets for e-mobility. And today, not all bus segments are there yet. Now, why is that? Because in addition to reliable vehicles, we also need charging and hydrogen refueling infrastructure. And for long distance travel, the forecast isn't too optimistic. Even by 2030, there probably won't be enough charging stations along major highways to support the large number of emission-free trucks and buses as the EU is aiming for. But there's no point in complaining. Instead, at Daimler Buses, we're focusing on the following tasks. For long distance routes, we'll keep offering our highly efficient Setra and Mercedes-Benz coaches and the Mercedes-Benz Intouro with regular combustion engines. They will be even more fuel efficient with the newly developed Euro 7 engines. Also, we're quite active ourselves when it comes to infrastructure and charging opportunities. Mirko Sgodda will tell you more in a second. And in addition, we advocate for the inclusion of coach-specific needs in future infrastructure planning. We need, for instance, sufficient charging opportunities at tourist attractions, holiday parks, or similar locations. Due to the lack of this specific charging infrastructure, we are in ongoing discussions with policymakers to adjust the CO2 targets for coaches. In 2030, minus 43% is not realistic without sufficient infrastructure. Thus, our recommendation is to prepone the CO2 revision to early next year, consider a new figure of around minus 20%, and link all future targets to the infrastructure ramp-up. So for the sake of the competitiveness of the European bus industry, which is dedicated to electrifying people transport across all distances, let me emphasize this. Penalties for not meeting 2030 CO2 targets will not help our climate, but they will hurt competitiveness of the European industry. Thus, I ask all stakeholders to focus on solutions that are sustainable, both economically as well as ecologically. There was a lot in a short time, I know. So what should stay with you? That we are moving simply forward, as planned. We're launching our first electric interurban bus, the eIntouro, and we'll have our electric coach ready by 2030. And across all segments, we stay true to one principle. We deliver the right products at the right time, when the infrastructure is ready, with proven technology, dedicated services, and without compromises for our customers. And with that, I hand over to someone who shares this mindset, always putting customer first, Mirko Sgodda, our Head of Marketing, Sales and Customer Service. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Till. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up with the right solutions for our customers is indeed our constant motivator and what drives us. For a long time, putting our customers first mainly meant offering the right buses for their needs. But more and more, especially regarding e-mobility, it also means providing the right services around those buses, from charging infrastructure to fleet management. With that in mind, let's have a look at some of our latest service news for e-mobility before we dive into all the details of our Mercedes-Benz eIntouro. You all know Daimler Buses Solutions, our dedicated company for e-mobility services. They grow strongly and are currently working on more than 40 projects in 8 European countries. For the very first time, we have been appointed as general contractor for the full construction of a brand new electric bus depot in Lüneburg, Germany. It's a full scope project, including architectural services, construction and electrical work, charging hardware and software, parking areas, a solar photovoltaic system and 20 charging points, with a total customer investment of 9.6 million euros. The customer is the Moin Mobilität Infrastruktur und Betriebs GmbH. Additionally, we want to give the industry a clear push to expand public charging infrastructure. Starting in 2026, we will set up public charging stations for electric buses. Our focus will be on high-traffic tourist locations in Europe, such as bus parking lots near amusement parks or within cities. The starting point is a pilot project with the city of Cologne. Next year, we will install 4 public fast charging points for e-buses near the city center of Cologne. Daimler Buses Solutions will handle the planning, construction, operation and maintenance of the charging stations. What else is new in the field of services? Starting this month, all services provided by Daimler Buses Solutions will run under our well-established OMNIplus brand. The dedicated name will be OMNIplus Charge, and it will complement our service ecosystem perfectly. Our customers have now one clear point of access, whether it's his classic services with OMNIplus, digital services with OMNIplus On, and all e-services with OMNIplus Charge. Now let's move on to the next chapter of our service offerings. As our customers want to operate their electric buses as long as possible, we created additional service offerings to support a long and sustainable use over the lifetime. One, there's the possibility of reworking our eIntouro's NMC1 batteries to increase their state of health and extend their service life. Two, we will be offering replacement of NMC1 with NMC4 batteries starting in 2026, effectively giving existing e-buses a range upgrade. You may recall NMC4 is our latest battery generation with about 13% more energy density compared to the previous generation. Three, we created a range of smart digital tools which help to protect the battery and optimize its performance. Four, we support our customers with a portfolio of tailored service contracts and warranty packages. And five, with the opportunity to remarket their used e-buses at Busstore, our sales platform for used buses. Furthermore, we offer smart second life solutions for our batteries. For example, using them as part of a storage system for solar or wind energy. With more than 600 service stations across Europe, we are making sure that our new service offerings are widely available and close to our customers' operations. Beyond services, we are constantly improving our vehicles themselves. For example, with our upcoming Performance Package 2 for the Mercedes-Benz eIntouro. The Performance Package 2 will include a new drive axle, a thermal comfort package, and further performance and efficiency upgrades. Summing it up, our goal is clear. We want our customers to operate the electric buses as long, as reliably as conventional ones, with an even better total cost of ownership. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a closer look at the star of today. Our first electric interurban bus, the Mercedes-Benz eIntouro, right behind you. Looking at the track record of our regular Intouro, with more than 20,000 units sold across Europe, it's clear that this Class 2 bus has earned the trust of our customers. Naturally, that sets a high bar for the electric version. Thanks to the hard work of our teams, we have come up with an emission-free bus that is safe, reliable and versatile as our regular Intouro. And the strong interest from our customers across Europe confirms it. Now let's get into the details, starting with the range. It remains the #1 priority for anyone working with electric vehicles. The new Mercedes-Benz eIntouro can drive up to 500 kilometers on a single battery charge. Thus, it covers most important use cases for Class 2, from intercity and school routes to factory shuttle services, and also light day trip applications. The range of 500 kilometers is reached by the new LFP batteries. LFP stands for lithium iron phosphate cell technology, which is known above all for its long service life. Our eIntouro can be equipped with 1 or 2 battery packs, each with a nominal capacity of 207 kilowatt hours. And it's also a proven solution. The same battery is already performing successfully in the Mercedes-Benz eActros 600. On top of its range, our new Intouro offers many more reasons for our customers to buy, starting with its unmatched versatility. Customers can design their passenger area with great flexibility. Our seating options range from 50 up to a maximum of 63 seats. Safety, ladies and gentlemen, is the central part of our brand DNA at Mercedes. That's why the eIntouro is also benchmarked in terms of safety. Our latest safety features, such as Active Brake Assist 6+, Side Guard Assist 2 and Front Guard Assist are, of course, also available for the eIntouro. Moreover, our eIntouro will receive software updates over the air, which means more time on the road and less time in the workshop for our customers. Finally, to make the shift to e-mobility even easier, Daimler Buses Solutions will offer its popular turnkey solutions for this model. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm already looking forward to handing over the first vehicles to our customers. And I want to thank all of them in advance for their pioneering spirit and for joining us on the journey towards electromobility. Dear guests, that's it from Daimler Buses for today. Feel free to have a closer look around at our booth. We are always happy to have you around and gladly welcome you for a talk for some product and service information, or just a coffee. Again, I want to thank you for joining us today and have a great time at Busworld 2025. Thank you.